I can't believe I'm sitting here arguing this authentically. I have to acknowledge Deion Sanders has proven he would be a valuable and worthy candidate to be an NFL head coach, and it makes perfect sense with the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
So here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And before I get started, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you're not new to the channel and you've been enjoying the content so far on this channel, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me as well. And so as you all know, there's no secret as to what's going on within the media. There's been this inorganic push to have Deion Sanders get the hell up out of Colorado.
I believe that the Dallas Cowboys should tank the rest of the season, get the #1 overall pick, so you can draft Shedeur Sanders, and by the way, hire primetime Deion Sanders as your head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. I think that should be Jerry Jones's master plan. That's right, I said it.
You guys might call me crazy. There could be 2 spots open that could pry Coach Prime away from Colorado. One would be Dallas. Could you imagine the hype around that? That's one. But the other is Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
And so as you all know, Deion hater #1, Jason Whitlock, has been doing the bidding for a lot of these people. And he works for the Blaze, so you already know his get down. He's an honorary token of a mascot. Y'all can read between the lines. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so now Jason Whitlock is on the front lines and he's got his pom-poms on, talking about how qualified that Deion Sanders is to coach the Dallas Cowboys.
If Deion Sanders wants to go to the NFL and go gold chain for gold chain with NFL players and wants to, be a little baby rapper like NFL players, doesn't bother me nearly as much as him setting that tone in a collegiate atmosphere with 18, 19, 20-year-old impressionable young men. He wants to take that act to the NFL and wear his gold chains and put his hoodie over his head so he can be more relatable. And he wants to invite every rap artist into the Cowboys locker room. You won't hear me whining and crying about it.
And so I don't see anything wrong with an individual wanting to be flashy. It's not hurting anybody in the least.
So what do you got for me?
Cause of death looks like OG.
Over gold, yeah?
I wonder how he went to the bathroom with all this stuff on.
Because Deion Sanders' affinity for gold chains and jewelry is just that. It's his personal preference, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with his ability to be able to coach a team. And so it's not really about the gold chains. It's not really about having the rappers up in the locker room or on the sideline during the game. That's not what it's really about. Because I thought it was about the kids. Because nobody's getting in trouble. Nobody's getting suspended. Nobody's flunking out. Nobody's getting DUIs. Nobody's in trouble with the law. They're winning football games. Every Saturday, they're winning football games. They're ranked on their way to a Big 12 championship game. And so what's it really about, Mr. Holy Man Jason Whitlock? Is it about you getting a bonus from the Blaze?
Is this something that you do with blacks that disagree with you? You have to be a Tom or a boot-licking, buck-dancing person? Where does this come from? I mean, you've made this charge several times to me during this interview. You know absolutely nothing about it.
I call you bootlicking?
No, you haven't. But you said, I hope they give you...
Am I disappointing you, Mr. Carter? And since I'm not saying those things, you're just going to give them to me. Is that what's happening?
No.
They're going to be angry with you when you come back because you couldn't get this across. So you're going to give these things to me. I haven't called you that, brother.
You just said
not one time.
You said they sent you with a list of questions, and I hope they give you a bonus when you get back to the station.
Well, does your wife hope that they'll give you a bonus?
You don't know anything about me.
Brother, I know that you have a family, and a bonus could help.
It's time for break.
Because that's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. And a lot of people might even ask, why even bring Jason Whitlock up? Why even talk about Jason Whitlock? We already know his get down. And my response to that is, we got to. We often want to ignore it because I think that's a mistake. And it creates a much larger problem when we ignore individuals like Jason Whitlock, because it leads other individuals and other smaller platforms thinking that they can do the same thing as Jason Whitlock and there's no repercussions.
Like standard of life, quality of life. I'm wondering, is America possibly not playing the same game with us that it is with everybody else? Or is your answer to that entire glob of inequity basically that niggas ain't shit?
Really, man? That's your question?
Now, Jason Whitlock is going to keep on doing what he's doing. He's going to keep on dancing and doing what he has to do for those butter biscuits. And we definitely can't condone this, because Deion Sanders, the more I hear his name being pushed out there to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys and to be in the NFL, the more I want him to stay at Colorado and within college football. For the mere fact that 2 years ago, outside of Colorado, nobody really cared about Deion Sanders. Nobody wanted Deion Sanders to coach college football. Nobody thought he was qualified to coach college football. And now all of a sudden he's winning, and we got to pack him up and ship him off to the NFL. That's a red flag for me, and I see and I read between the lines. But that's my take on it anyway. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section below, as usual, and I'm going to try to be as active in there as I can. And make sure you guys hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And as usual, peace and chaos.